From our studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee. Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. It is a bright, sunny day. That's why we went in the shade here at the Dickinson County Nature Center. Bry Kuhlman's here with me this morning because these are the dog days of summer. Is that what they call them, dog days of summer?
Dog days of summer, the hot, humid days of summer. I think we had it a little earlier this year.
Yeah, we did, since about June.
Yes, about June.
But that's okay. It's brought people to the lakes area again, and certainly coming out and taking advantage of things here at the Dickinson County Nature Center. We got the Playscape right here behind us, and people taking advantage of that.
Yes, the shade of the oak trees is excellent for today.
The shade of the oak trees and the acorns.
Yes, very fun to collect.
They're fun to collect, except if you collect them with your head.
Really?
As I was setting up my camera, I could hear thunk, thunk, and I thought, there's one aiming for me. I just know it. But you've got a great, this is one of those wonderful annual events. We're so glad our annual events can come back, Bry.
Yes.
And this is one that I've always had a particular fascination with.
Excellent. So our Dee's Bee and Butterfly Festival will be on September 3rd this year, and we will be hosting it at the Nature Center, as well as some of it will be hosted at the Monarch Mazer Lodge just across the Playscape. So there'll be a lot going on. Folks can come tag a monarch butterfly so they can hopefully see if it got to Mexico. If weather permits, we will have a grounded hot air balloon for people to come enjoy, take photos with. We're going to have our bee bouncy house finally make its premiere for kids to come and bounce in, as well as bee and butterfly themed crafts. But we have a lot of fun presenters too. Allison from Kinder Music at the Lakes will be presenting at 4:30. And she will be inspiring people to love our pollinators through music and movement. So if you've ever attended anything of Allison's, you know she has such a passion and excitement for music. So we're excited for her to bring it to Bee and Butterfly Festival. And we're also really excited to have the Reptile and Amphibian Discovery Zoo come at 5:30. They are going to be bringing reptiles and amphibians. They said about 8 to 10 different animals. And they'll be doing a presentation about those, and there might even be opportunity for people to see an alligator. So, and we'll finish.
That's a big old reptile.
I know,
there,
I'm very excited. So I know we do a lot of animal presentations here, but they'll be bringing things that we do not have at the Nature Center. So I'm excited for that. And then Marlene Bornson with Bornson Bees will be finishing off the night with a honey extraction program, which is always just wonderful to see how people are able to process the honey and get it out to a usable product. So.
Yeah, and that's always fascinating. You know, I do know people that are beekeepers, I think is the appropriate term for it. And, you know, I always think I'm going to get stung, but these are people who know what they're doing, and to extract the honey. It's got to be fascinating.
Yes. So I'm very excited. It'll be back to normal this year. People will be able to just come and enjoy our Playscape, our Nature Center, as well as some people might even get to take a peek at our new Monarch Mazer Lodge for the first time, because that's where we'll be hosting our crafts. Oh yes, and that's a beautiful lodge you have back there, and the Mazer family was very generous with that. And now when you talk about like tagging, you know, I think when people think of tags, they think of how they would tag a rhinoceros or something, and these are just, they go on the wings and they don't hinder them or hurt them at all. Yeah, so it is just a small sticker, probably about that big, if you can see that. And we have wonderful volunteers that come and they'll hold the butterfly for you. You can place the tag on very gently. We don't want to remove the scales from the butterfly, so we make sure to do it gently. And then you get to go out on the patio and you'll be able to release your butterfly and watch it fly into the prairie. That's pretty cool. And I always hear about the, is it the super generation? You know, the super generation. Yeah. How does that work? So the last generation that gets created in the fall in the northern states is called the super generation, and that's because their lifespan is so much greater than the generations before them. So the generations before them have a lifespan of 4 to 6 weeks, much like any other insect, but the super generation has a lifespan of almost 5 to 6 months, because they have to make their journey down to Mexico, and then they bed down in Mexico for until the spring, and then they lay the first generation that starts the journey back up north. Then they start the migrating north to us again. And so they are the super generation because of that. They have to make the journey all the way down there, but then they also have to, you know, start the next generation in the spring so that they can make the...
They're a big part of the link there.
They are, yes.
Yeah, and I'm seeing with my flowers and so forth, seeing a lot of activity with butterflies. And I have seen some monarchs, not a whole lot.
It's been an interesting year. I think the drought in some areas of Iowa, Minnesota, has affected the nutrient levels in the milkweed, which is what the caterpillars feed on. But there are still a number of them out, and hopefully we'll be able to capture so that we can release them for the Bee and Butterfly Festival. And we're also rearing some too right now. So.
Wonderful. It's so fascinating. Great learning experience. Great family learning experience, you know, if you think about it. So, like, again, what day?
It is September 3rd, Friday, September 3rd, from about 4 to 7:30, 8 o'clock. 4 to 7 is going to be the hot air balloon, the crafts, the bouncy house, along with presentations by Kinder Music at the Lakes and the Rad Zoo, and then we'll cap off the night with a honey extraction.
Okay, do you need any pre-registration or just show up?
No pre-registration this year. We're going to go back to normal format, so just come, enjoy the evening out. There will also be the Back Alley Barbecue food truck here if you want to purchase a meal. We have a new cotton candy machine, which we're excited to use. So if anyone would like to purchase some cotton candy, we'll have that for sale, and some of our volunteers will be making that up all night. So.
Man, you got quite an event going on there in the 3rd.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about it.
And it's coming up fast, so I imagine you guys will be back in the schools and doing some stuff.
We are. I think we have our first school program starting the 26th. So day 3 of school, and I'm already going to be in the high school. So I'm really excited to kick off our school programming. It's one of my favorite times of year, whether we're in the classrooms or the classrooms are using our facility as their outdoor classroom. I'm just excited for school to kick back in.
Yes, and I'm sure parents could agree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bree, thank you for all that you do out here at the Dickinson County Nature Center. We are so lucky in Dickinson County to have a facility as we do, and you guys play a big part in it. Of course, you've got your website, and you're on Facebook all the time, Noon Nature Facts, and all these different things. You're educating all of us. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you for having us on today, Jeff.
It's always a pleasure. Bry Kuhlman. Again, here from the Dickinson County Nature Center, we want to thank her for taking a few minutes with us. We thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you in part by the headquarters of the University of Okoboji is at the Three Sons, open Monday through Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday from 10 to 4. The Scott Troutman State Farm Agency in Spirit Lake, Quest Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. Ducky's Marine and Motorsports Repair in Spirit Lake. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Ruthven Locker at the Lake, where carnivores are welcome on Hill Avenue in Spirit Lake. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji.